All right, great, great. So we got some big announcements today with Nepeto. Um, Basically, we just launched a huge update for it, so I'll be able to show you some new features that we got. Let's go over some things, right? So basically, we just launched the brand new update. We got the master plan now in place, so you can actually sign up, get your first 2 weeks free and then 83 a month on the annual, and it's 112 on the monthly, right? So basically what we added was a CSV scanner. So you can actually find products from a CSV file. So if you ever go to a wholesaler and you get a whole list of their inventory, the Nepeto is going to be able to scan that for you. And we also created our own Keep a product finder. So it's a better way for us to source I'm gonna get into that maybe like next week or something, like really in depth. So super excited about this. I think it's gonna help out a lot when it comes to just narrowing down your search criteria. So today we're gonna focus mainly still on the reverse sourcing. I'm gonna, we'll do a training together maybe next week, but overall, there's a lot of updates coming really fast for us. So a lot of great news ahead. So I hope everyone's doing well. Let's jump into the dashboard. I just want to show you the back end as well. So right, this is like how it looks now when you're on the master plan, and you come down here, you can also access these two tabs right here. So great, great. So what we're gonna do, I want it to just do reverse sourcing. I still think like we can just go down this rabbit hole and really just see where it takes us. And I know a lot of people last week were asking for like back to school. So, I just thought it'd be pretty simple if we just search up like backpack and just go down this rabbit trail. Um, so basically, right, we got a couple backpacks right here that we can just check out. We got a whole list of them. And basically, it's just like a starting point. I want to see like we'll check the data together, see how the backpacks look, and if they're worth buying. And then additionally, we're gonna see the other sellers selling these backpacks and just see if they have other back to school items, maybe in their storefronts that we can check out as well. So that's kind of my plan today. So let's just set some basic filters. And if anyone ever has any questions, right, feel free to just raise your hand. I'll be glad to just pause and ask or and answer them. Profit, let's do $3. All right, great. All right, so here's our list. Oddly enough, not many backpacks. Let's see, what did I do? Did I take off profit? All right, interesting. All right, we'll just start here, see what we got. Because at the end of the day, I just want to get to the storefront scanner. So this guy's sales rank drops are pretty low. It's saying the estimated monthly sales is 96 though. I'm gonna double check Keepa. This says 2 drops a month, so not that great of a mover. We'll go to the next one. This isn't necessarily a backpack. What is this? ISO Pro Fuel. So not really like what we're looking for. I might have to reset the filters. Um, so this has the word backpack in it. It's a lawn chair, but could be a start. The only thing is it's from Walmart, so we got to check if it's a third party seller. Seems like it's another seller's. Let me go back and sorry about this. Let me go back and let's just do the search again. All right. We'll just go down. Slow seller. Still zero. So this has zero sales rank drops. However, you can see the Keepa is moving. Let's see what it was like in the last month. Oddly enough, people are selling it, but it's only 5% ROI. Let's see. All right, so this Kohl's, I know it doesn't seem good right away with the initial ROI, but the thing with Kohl's is you will actually get Kohl's cash back. So I could discount it pretty well with Kohl's cash math. Now, I might have to make a post about it, but basically, when it comes to Kohl's, you do get about like $10, I think. I'm not sure if Kohl's Cash is on. So it doesn't seem like it's on now, but sometimes you get like $10 in Kohl's Cash for every $50 that you spend. It comes out to like a 20% discount. Um, I'll have to explain it a little bit more further. And I know Kohl's has you can use like Top Cash Back to discount this a little bit. So we'll just use this backpack to start. I know it's not the most profitable, but I want to see what other sellers, what these other sellers are selling since they do sell a backpack. All right, so we can buy this for 37.50, and I know it's low ROI, but if I go to Top Cash Back, we can basically gift card it to get it almost profitable. All right, so we go to Kohl's, we select $100. And basically, the way it works is like you buy $100 gift card, you get $5.80 back. So it's like an extra 5.8% back, which still isn't great, but it's still a start. So like if we multiply this by 0.95, um, and we bought five of these, like it's not like we're getting rich off this product, but really, it's just a starting point for it. So let's go to these other sellers now. Let's see someone that has a lot of ratings. So this one has Mayan Products. We'll check their storefront out. So I really like the Chrome extension when it comes to reverse sourcing. You can just copy their seller ID and scan. Another thing about the master plan is you also get 30 scans a day now, which is plenty. So if you're using those up, you're in a good spot, right? So we can see this guy is mainly clothing, 80%, a little bit of all over the place with their brands. So I'm not familiar with Maidenform or Clark's, but that's what Nepeto's here for. So we can also filter out their store just so that we're finding more profitable items and not wasting our time. Okay, so this is really it. That's above 30% ROI. Buy from GameStop, right? We can buy it for $6.98, sell it for $17.52. We got all our fees broken down for us. So 48% ROI. It's not bad. Might check it out. I'm not sure if I can add this to cart or not. Okay. So let's see. Okay, got it. So we can buy this for $6.98. I wonder if we have to order a few to get free shipping. Does anyone know if you can get free shipping in GameStop? And Raymond, I'm not going to go over the product finder right now. I'm going to go over that next week. I'm going to record a video. I'll admit I'm not like the most experienced with the product finder just yet. So I'm not sure if I can get free shipping, but if we if we could, like worst case it comes down to 673. Uh, if you just do the math right, it's like 67.31. And if we have 10 of them, you divide it by 10, 673 for this. So, it is a profitable item, 53% ROI. This variation sells over 50 times a month. This is a really cool feature in the Chrome extension, letting us know like, hey, this variation does sell 50 times a month. Um, the offer count does seem to be going up, but how many? Okay, so there's 19 other sellers. So if we come on, we're going to be number 20, let's just say. Uh, all these people are priced somewhat competitively. Like, yeah, let's just say there's 20 sellers selling like 50 times a month. So I want to go too deep on it. 2.5. I would maybe test out like four of these to start, if I'm being real. So let's just see how much we make if we did four. So not a crazy amount. Nothing too sexy, but we can just keep going, checking out the storefront. So this is main products. Now I know I'm just going to go down this rabbit hole with the storefront scanner. We'll go back in about 5 minutes. I'll start doing like more like arts and crafts stuff. Like we can scan like an arts and crafts store to get back to the back to school. I'm just kind of seeing like where this storefront scanner is going to take me. So this guy, I just scanned Hoarder's Hidey Hole, 93% toys and games, mainly Funko. So we'll see what Funko Pops he's got. Just another one. Check the data. Keep is okay, but the sales rank drops are pretty low. And it's saying 32 a month, the estimated sales. So let me just double check Keepa. All right. All right. So yeah, sales rank drops is pretty low, but honestly, so there's the times like where I look at the sales rank drops, right? The sales rank drops doesn't necessarily equate to the number of sales. However, you can see like people are, so you see how this buy box has stayed steady over the past 3 months with the last 90 days. Like it went down a little bit to 1150 where it's at now, but overall, like even though it's not the greatest Keepa movement, people still sold out of it, right? Like you can see like it went from 22 sellers down to 18. So four people sold out. It's not something you want to go deep on right away, but it's not the worst Keepa. So it's worth like just opening and seeing. So this says unavailable. All right, we'll add it to cart and check out. So this is 348. Probably gonna have to pay some shipping. All right, this one says unavailable. Let's just go back. I know we're going down this Funko Pop rabbit hole right now, but let's go back to Nepeto and maybe just do a fresh search and see if we can find a better rabbit hole to go down. So it doesn't look like the backpacks were the greatest hit. If anyone does have any keywords you want me to look up, we can always do like Puma. I know um, that could be a start, or like Adidas, and just see like back to school. Like also, a lot of people are going to be buying shoes. I was curious. There was this one website called Joan. They do a lot of arts and crafts stuff, so might just be worth checking them out. Office Depot, Office Supply, we can click on. What else would be good for back to school? Walmart we'll click on, and then I know Famous Footwear does have a sale 20% for these next few days because of Prime Day. So we'll start there. We'll see what we find. Um, Now I did click on Walmart. So what? Let me clear all. All right, one more time. Joan, Walmart, and there was two more. It was like Office Max and Office Supply. All right, Office Supply and Office Depot. All right, now we got a much better list. One thing though, since we clicked on Walmart, I think it's also really great to filter out third-party Walmart sellers, right? Obviously, you don't want to buy from anyone that is reselling like we are, because then it's going to be hard to prove it. We can set some ROIs. I'll just do 30% sales rank for arts and crafts. Where like I'm just going to do 150,000 and let's do like top 1.5%. So we're going to get some art supplies, a little bit better movement here. So this is actually probably the rabbit hole we might want to check out. Let's see. All right, so the buy box is looking good. One person's been hogging it the past 30 days, 7-1U. So this person with 13,000 ratings has been hogging it. Not too much. Yeah, they only got it 27% the last 90 days. So, it's worth considering. I'm gonna still check the Keepa because the ROI does look really good. However, it is only $1.67, so we might want to filter out profit as well. Let's skip this lead just because like even if we buy like 20 of them, you're only making like $20 profit. So one more filter I'm gonna add is $3 min for the profit. So hopefully that will help out a little bit. This is an interesting one. Let's All right. So, overall, the buy box is weird. It seems like Amazon was on this list in a bit, so I want to check that out. But the Keepa does look like it's moving. So if we look at the Keepa chart and make it like the past month, right? You see how June 15th, we had 9 sellers and then we dropped to 5. So 4 people sold out in about 7 days, right? So in 1 week, 4 people sold out. That could be telling us something. And then it seemed like one person sold out, one person jumped on, right? A couple back and forth. Right over here, July 10th, we went from 8 to 5. So 3 people sold out in about 6 days. So let's say, uh, it's not getting crazy amount of sales, but it's worth just looking in a little bit more. Keep a chart. Let's see. Not the crazy. I'm not the biggest fan of this, but I am just curious. So it's got no buy box, but we can buy it for 935. Flip it to 21. I don't feel the most confident about buying this, but it is profitable. Maybe we'll filter out now if Amazon's one of the sellers. It must have buy box as well for us. So this keeper doesn't look good. All right, this guy's looking really good in terms of the movement, right? So this keeper is going up and down a lot. Buy box did go down a little bit for some time, but overall, it does seem to have like a floor around like $22. It didn't seem to go below. Uh, Sales rank drops are 50, so I do like that it's over 30. It's telling me it moves at least once every day. And the estimated monthly sales is 1,464, which is pretty big. Now, keep in mind, this does stand for all the variations. So we will have to double check like all the sizes and stuff. Let's check if anyone's hogging buy box. All right, so most of the time it was no buy box, but for the last 90 days, it's pretty split. Not crazy stocks, so this is something I will definitely look into more. Right, the this Keepa chart's looking great. I like how it's like a downward trend, and people are definitely selling out. We also do have this line right here, monthly sold. It's Amazon is telling us, hey, 50 plus sold in last month. So at least we can like kind of calculate how much we're gonna buy. We'll go to famous footwear. All right, so it's saying 8 women, 6 men. So 6 men we can try. All right, so that's the only catch is we have to pick it up in store. All right, so this isn't a great lead. And then I wonder, I guess there's no spot. Like sometimes certain websites you can actually like, hey, notify me when it's back in stock. So we're gonna report this as out of stock since it is not in. Let me pause for a sec. Anyone got any questions on anything we're covering today? Any like with the back to school? If not, I'm gonna just keep going. But if anyone does have anything, feel free to just raise your hand. I'll answer it. All right. So, moving ahead, 57% ROI. Let's see what the keeper looks like. It's not terrible, but not great. Let me check actual keeper. So we got 23. All right, this isn't that great of a mover. So we'll go next. We got a calendar. I think this is a glitch, to be honest, in Keepa. Like it's saying it had 445 offer count. Let's just see. Yeah, so it seems like a glitch, 3 drops per month. Uh, we'll find something soon, and then the rabbit hole will open up. You can always do like a Nike or Adidas search. I know they're always good, but I just wanted to mix it up. This isn't bad. I don't mind it, but the buy box doesn't look that great. All right, since we do got an Adidas shoe, that's profitable. Like, even if this isn't the best, I am gonna just start going down the storefront scanner and seeing like what's up. So I wouldn't really love this lead just because like someone's dragging the buy box down, but I am gonna just see some of these sellers with a lot of ratings, what they might have. So this guy right here with 784 ratings. Let's check his storefront out. We copy his seller ID and scan it. So he sells mainly clothes, Adidas, Vans, Converse. We got, all right. So we got a pretty good list of ASINs actually and where to buy them. So not mad about this. Let's set some filters. So really you just need like one good storefront to get the ball rolling. Um, I think we'll be able to just kind of branch off from here. Let's do $5 profit. All right. So we got a couple shoes. What happened? We had a big list. All right. So it was the buy box that filtered a lot out. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go through this, right? Not the craziest Keepa, but let's see what actual Keepa's telling us. I don't love it too much because the buy box only appears for a brief amount of time and it's a little boxy. Let's go to the next one. This offer count's going up. Not the greatest movement there. one last thing. So you see how these shoes, right? I can see it's popping up a few times, just these shoes, and we can also click on variations, and you'll be able to pull up the variations table. So we'll be able to see like, okay, what other sizes? It seems like two of them. Nepeto found that this seller's also selling. So, and then there is another color, but let's check the advanced product data. We'll check Keepa. Okay, this is interesting. So this is only black, white that's left, not the same color. So we're gonna skip that lead and report it. Uh, one of these has to be good. All right, so this seems like it could be good. You got famous footwear. I just saw there was a lot of good sales rank drops. Whoops. Let's just pull it up. Let me check Keepa before we get too involved with it. So yeah, I guess like Nepeto is loaded. I know we're doing a lot of searches back to back, but luckily you can still pull up Keepa. Even though this has a lot of drops per month, like honestly, the people selling out seems to be really slow. So that is a little bit concerning. How does this differ from Keepa Product Finder? So Nate, this is just us doing a normal search. The Nepeto Product Finder is basically like Keepa Product Finder, just on Nepeto in our database. So when I play around with it a little bit more, I'll make a video and explain more in depth. That's the only reason I didn't want to do it today, is because I'm not like an expert with it yet. So I just skipped this lead. The Keepa, to be honest, wasn't looking that great. Like I didn't love this offer count movement. So we're just going to the next one. All right, this is good movement. These Crocs. All right, so finally something. 33% ROI, but let's check them out. So size 10 for 38.99, and we can flip it. Whoops. All right, so you see here, right? Size 10 seems to be sold out, but what I can do is pull up the Chrome extension and we'll be able to check the variations. All right, so we're gonna go right here to see all variations and just see if there's any sizes or colors that are also profitable, because I understand size 11 sold out. So size 9, we'll see. Okay, so we got size 9 here, the all black. Oh, this is black and gray, size 9. So did that make sense, guys? How I pulled this up? All I did was, right, we had one listing right here on Nepeto, and I noticed this size 10 was out of stock. So all I did was scroll down to see all variations and click on it right here. And then I clicked on variation sales. So at least like it's sorting it by the stuff that's selling over 50 times a month, just so that if like you had to check variations, you can see it really fast. And so this caught my eye because I know this color's in stock. So we got the size 9 for 38.99. And we'll just click search and let it pull up this calculator for us. 38.99. Not the greatest ROI, but we would sell it for, let's see, if you sold it for 69.90, like if this guy sold out, so if I did like 69.90, it might meet our criteria, $13 profit, a little low on the ROI. Does anyone know if you can like discount Crocs a little bit, or maybe we can use a gift card? But if we did this little test order, could be something. Um, all right, let's keep going. So we got one last lead from Walmart. It's the same item though, just from Walmart. So we'll see how much it is at Walmart. 39.99 as well for this. Oh, but the size 10's in stock. So if we go now to the variation again, we go back to our old search, right? Size 10, 65, 17. We can get this size as well from Walmart. So I hope that made sense. All I did was what did I do? I basically just checked the variations and the other sizes for this. Another way you could do that is pull up Keepa. And if we see it is black slash slate gray, this is a cool trick when it comes to source and variations with Keepa. We'll go to variations and then title black slash slate gray. And we'll only have this color now. And we can do the top ratings. So size 11 seems profitable. What else would be size 9? So, maybe like another lead you might want to buy. Like I wouldn't go too deep on these, but you might want to also just check out size 11 as well, since it's like you can see like it's got a lot of ratings selling for 65, 77. So, it's just like little things you can do with the variations. Okay, let's find someone else's store and see if we can get someone good. So I do like to storefront scan people with like between 100 to 500 ratings because that is a lot like, oh, we got Top Cash back and Helba Crocs. Thank you, Nate. Um, but yeah, I was just saying I like to scan stuff with like 100 ratings to 500 because that's telling me like, okay, they're probably doing OA. They're not doing wholesale. The people with like thousands and thousands of ratings are probably doing wholesale. But these people are at least, well, that's strange. Invalid seller ID. All right, we'll have to find a new store. All right, let's reset. Let's go back to Nepeto. Set some filters again, right? We tried the June way. Does anyone want to recommend something in the chat, like what you were curious about? Just like to start us off with a rabbit hole. Like I could maybe do Nike. I know they have a sale. We can do a lot of like clothing. We can do Puma. I might just do a Nike search. I know a lot of people are gonna be buying Nike. Add big lots. Yeah, we can do a big lot search. I haven't done that before. Uh oh, we don't have big lots. Yeah, I'll add it. So Nate, um, what you want to do if you want to add big lots, right? Just come here and just type in big lots. Shoot us a request. If we get enough of those, we'll make it sure it's at the top of our list. So like the whole development team, we do have a lot of websites that we're looking to add, but Big Lots is definitely a possibility. And I know Claudia said Under Armour, so we'll just check them out. We can do 30%. And does anyone know, does Under Armour have a sale going on right now? Under Armour. I wonder if they do have a like a 25% off backpacks. I feel like Under Armour. We'll check cashback and see if there's any coupons that what is it, Capital One Shopping has. But let's just go down this, right? So RY sales rank, maybe like 100,000. Unfortunately, Amazon is going to be on a lot of these listings, so we'll have to just source a little bit intently and let's get after it. All right, so not the craziest list, but we'll just go through this. All right, so Amazon's definitely been on this a lot. All right, so Amazon's on it 53%. That's a little too much. I'll look at it more in depth if Amazon's on it less than 40. Not that great. Nope. Let's see. All right, 60% no buy box. Amazon was on 30. So you know what would help uh if we knew if there was a coupon for Under Armour, I could actually set, let's go to Capital One Shop and try codes. So if there's a like a 30% off Under Armour right now, I think there's something going on. And let's see if we can get a sale. Because then I can add a coupon. We'll find more leads with it. Let's see, extra 15. All right. So I just don't know. Beef Fugal. Let's check them. All right. So it's only cash back with Beef Frugal. All right. So that Under Armour list wasn't that great. Let's go back. I'm gonna reset and I'm gonna just do a Nike search because I know like we can find someone that's selling Nike and they'll probably have other stuff as well besides Nike that could be helpful. So we got 100,000 we'll do. And let's do like $5 profit. All right, cool. So that should be good enough. All right, let's go through these. This buy box you can see is dragging down, so I'm gonna skip. All right, so this keep is looking good. From a quick glance, what Court is 100K BSR what you put for all searches. So yeah, going back, I will do 100K BSR for clothes. That's how I like to source with clothes, but also when it comes to other categories, I don't think like 100,000 is the best. I think you might want to do like a little bit more, or you could do top BSR percent. So I would keep it under like 2% for any other categories. Like, 1.5 is probably good as well. The reason I just did 100,000 is for like Nike and clothes specifically. I like to source between those. So I think like those are like at least I'll find like a decent movers with that. This lead looks pretty good, so let's just check it out from Snipes. So we got it for 19.99 from Snipes, and we can buy it for $40. All right, so let's just check the math, and we'll see how much it sells. I'll have a more precise way of calculating the estimated sales with the ratings as well. Um, I learned this from someone that I did a walkthrough with on like dividing the estimated monthly sales by the ratings. It was like the something like it was like a formula that they use. So I'll find that out for you guys and get more definite on like how to really calculate the estimated monthly sales. So, this isn't bad. $8 profit, 44% ROI. The FBA costs are included, right? If you buy 10 of these, $89. Let's see if it really does sell. So let's check the stock count and buy box percent. Just got to double check if anyone's hogging buy box. We'll check Keepa as well. Um, let's see. Yeah, so overall, buy box is going in and out, but like it's definitely moving. It's not selling crazy. Like let's say at the low, it was 34 drops a month, right? So let's say worst case, it sold 34 times in the last month. And then you have okay, you do have a lot of other sellers. So one, two, three, four, five, six. I'll just look at Nepeto. So 11 sellers. So 34 divided by 12. All right, that's low. I would honestly test out like four of these if I'm being more realistic just to see. So you won't make a crazy profit, but at least you'll be able to see like, okay, can I see how they sell and get the own data myself? And let's see if there's a storefront. All right, so this guy has 185 ratings. He's selling it. Let's see what he's got. All right, so we got a couple of big sellers with a couple hundred ratings. So, at least we can just branch off, check their storefronts, right? 44% clothing and some others. So even though we looked at a Nike lead, we'll find some other ASINs through this as well. We got Nike, Jockey, Bath and Body Works. Come down here. Not bad. List of ASINs. Got the links. Let's set some ROIs, right? So I'm gonna set my ROI pretty low, like only 25%. Wow, that basically cut out all of them. So we only got this guy left. And since the beginning of June, it is moving. Let me double check Keepa. All right, so it says 20 drops a month though, which is pretty low. You're not going to get a ton of sales with this, but what's the last month like? Yeah, this guy doesn't move that well. So whose store was that? That was Three Lovely Things. So let's stay away from them. I think are we able to see their seller ID right here? So we can see their seller ID was FCE. All right, so this was this person we scanned. Let's see 168, this person. We'll have to wait a few seconds. I'll keep going. All right, so this lead's getting a lot of traction. However, most of the time it was selling pretty low. So you can see the buy box just shot up. So it's could be possible checking out, but This doesn't sell that much. How's this guy? Not ideal, right? This keeper is kind of flat. Not loving it. Okay, let's go back to the storefront scanner. I think it's ready. All right. So we got basically a split between Nike and Adidas for this store. Clothing 92%. Let's see what we can find. Uh, Set some filters. All right. So, you can see how the buy box is staying pretty steady here, and people are selling out. So I'm gonna just double check it on the Keepa, but all right, only 6 drops a month though. But the thing is, so I know this doesn't have many drops, but you see how since March of last year, it's been at $44 consistently, right? So even if you don't sell out in your first month, right, it's not going to be a fast moving product, but it still does move. Down here, I can see a lot of people are selling out like one at a time. So I might just like check it out. All right, so this is a flip from 22 to 40 from Nike. What just happened? Sorry about the lag. All right, so we got 22 from Nike to 44, right? Not bad. $99, 44% ROI. We got our costs already. Like, if you did test out 10 of these, even if it didn't sell out in your first month, right? You can see this Keepa was profitable pretty much since March, right? We all 256 days, right? Since right around here. This was what, February 6th? Okay, so since February, like for a couple months now, it's been profitable, right? So even if it doesn't all sell out right away, right? You still do like a test order of 10, like it's gonna eventually. Um, you also do got the buy box, so you know, nice $100. But yeah, we got like 7 minutes left. Just wanted to pause there. I could keep going, but it's basically the same method, just checking the data, double checking Keepa, seeing if it's worth my time. This is actually a great lead in terms of movement. I like how it's going down. And then, finally, when things do line up, you open up the links, check them out, check out the math, and sort of place a test order. So do you know how to get an invoice for ungating? I bought 10 items for REI and Best Buy, and I can't get ungated from Amazon because Amazon wants an invoice, but I only have receipts from the online purchase. Okay, Court. So I would recommend you're gonna want to check your email and see if they send an order confirmation. I can maybe send you a Instagram reel that I saw where you can kind of manipulate the email and basically you can manipulate it so that it looks like an invoice. You take a screenshot of it and save it as a PDF. So I'll have to find that reel for you and send it if you want to message me on Facebook. I'll send you it there, but um you can definitely finesse without the invoice. When you slide the offer count, what does that show? Okay, so Nate, when I slide the offer count, I am sliding it so it shows the last month, right? So you see how right here, like this offer count looks amazing. Oh my God, so many people are selling out, but this was since January, right? So I just want to get a realistic view of what it was like in the last month since July, right? So you can see right here, the trend in July or in June, right? In last month of June was at least downward, which is good, right? We started with 12 sellers, and at one point we made our way to 7. So 5 people sold out, even though one person jumped back on in about 6 days, right? So that's pretty good movement right there. This is honestly what I prioritize most. I'm like checking this along with sales rank drops, right? Just kind of like hedging like a couple different key data points. Like obviously estimated monthly sales. This is for all the variations. So it's like you kind of gotta look at this data more so rather than just rely on this number. And so that's why I like to just slide it to the last month right here and just see if there's like a downward trend, like are people selling out? Um, and that'll help me kind of like gauge how much I want to buy. All right. Cool. Well, I just wanted to say thank you guys for jumping on. Really appreciate you spending time on this Wednesday night, just checking out Nepeto with me and sourcing. I got the video recorded, so we'll post that in the Facebook group. And I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Today's like the last day I think for Prime Day. So there's going to still be some sales if you want to spend like an hour tonight. Sourcing, I know like Puma's got 30% off. A lot of other websites are competing with Amazon Prime Day. So check them out tonight. Check it out through Nepeto or just do some manual sourcing. And I will be doing these lives every Wednesday, 7 p.m. So thank you guys. And we'll talk next week. All right. Bye for now. I'll see you guys.